Hi, welcome to Wildcraft, and today we are doing...
We're fixing up this area, aren't we? I just before we start, I want to show you why these trees need getting rid of. Someone's stupidly been up with an axe and took all the bark off it. So what happens when you take the bark off it? They call ringing. It's a technique to kill a tree over time. But if you take the bark off all the way around, then the tree can't send its sap up, and so it dies. So this has happened to these trees, so now they're dangerous. Now let me show you what so this is an area with it's a clearing that have allowed lighting, so but 75% of these trees are dead. Now you can tell, like, you can just push them over. Do you want to go and find one? That one, you could probably push it over there. This one here.
Yeah,
now, you can tell that they're dead. Right, you ready? Up there, don't have no green leaves there, so it's dead. So
well, you can't push this one over.
Yeah, but then when it rots down, like this one would be a good one. Like, so that one's dead, and you can tell because it's got no, well, I could tell you, see, it's got no green there. So all the ones with no green, these are the ones that have had a lot of light as well. That one's dead. You see the bark's peeled off that as well. It's been dead for a long time. Yeah, so there we go. You ready? You just push it over. And, you know, see that? So it's dangerous. And also, what do you do to get firewood? You season it, you dry it out. That season dried out. It's that dry that you can push it over. Let's see here, watch. This is another one. Ready? 75% of these trees are dead. There's another one. Watch. There you go. So, you know, there's another one. There, see, Ryan's got one there. There's another one. That one's just died. This one here, you ready? Just push it over. There we go, that's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. Look, it's got all. That one's dead. So most of these trees are dead because they've had to compete for the light and they haven't been thinned. Now, I'll flash up a thing with a public right of way on, and it is in a diagonal X pattern. And the reason I haven't done on the exact public right of way is you can't cut in a diagonal pattern in a woods like this, because say like this one that we're going to have to take down for safety, if we, you know, so if it's in the thing, you fell it and then it leans up against the trees, so then you have to make all these cuts and sort of drop the post down, make another cut, drop the post down, and because it is linear, you know, you can fell them down the spaces. So that's why it's gone in right angles, because you can't make a diagonal line. Well, you can, but it just takes about 4 times as long or more. So what we'll be doing is making so that, because these are fire breaks and access roads for if anything does happen. And when there was a fire here, because of the purple moor hex that we're trying to see, all these, we're going to clear all these dead things up and then push down the dead trees as well and use them as dead hedge fencing, and chuck a bit of the mulch on, so eventually with the light opening up, it'll grow stuff on top of that and it'll regenerate the woodland without bringing anything external in. So we use like the tops just as a fencing, so we'll pad all this out so people can wreck up to the area and not.
That's what we do with the dead logs.
There you go, the rain's just done one. So we will we're just working on this area today. Just thought I'd explain why it isn't on exactly the public right of way, why they need doing, and just show you, just with a quick whip round like that, that these trees are dead. And because they haven't been managed, all of the floor is dead. Look, there's no green anywhere. That's because it's all dead. So it's no good for the wildlife and the ecology. So I just decided to finish off this video with a floral survey because my sister hasn't been up for a bit. Here she is. she's just come up to see the progress and have a little beer with me. But yeah, so I was like, oh, you should check out Earthhub. It's like a little oasis now, isn't it? And it is, like the seeds that we chucked about. You can see the dock seed on the end of the making of the upside down cabin. And look at all this. It's dock. And you can see that on where it says, we've just been collecting seeds for the food forest. These are dock seeds. There you go. That's that's the fruits of that. But I did actually select the seeds so I could forage bits and bobs. So we've got an elder tree there, and so every seed that we've planted here, I can take groups or use it for a certain reason. Like say for example, this is a roseberry willowherb, and that used to be before we started tea. So tea has actually got a plant name. It didn't tea. A tea is just a plant that you put in some boiling water and like drink the stuff with. But we call this certain plant the tea plant. But before, because it's got caffeine in, so that was the biggest tea export from Russia. They'd call it Ivan tea. And in your energy drinks, them B vitamins, what they put in, it's chock-a-block full of B vitamins, this. What they call it Ivan tea or Kapura tea. And this was Russia's biggest export before that people started necking caffeine and calling that tea. So that's why I chose that. You can do lots of stuff with that. And then we got willow. I won't do a full on, but here we go. This is this got ripped out, the rhubarb. This is out my mum's garden. Nettles and even like someone's or it's found its way in the Himalayan balsam. You can collect the seeds. And just they make a really nice curry, the seeds, or like just these green pods here. Like you can dry them out and put some spice on, and they're Moorish just by themselves. Just eat them, like. But the rest of the plants, like the leaves, and they do this thing to your throat and make you feel like your throat's going to close up. But the pods don't do that. We've got some foxglove there. You can put that into like healing. This is something that's come up. This is a new one now. I don't. Oh, that must have been one of the berries that I put in. But anyway, so as well as like the trees from the Woodland Trust that we put about in Cherry Grove, like these oogle cultures. These are just raised beds without digging, because there are rabbits and badgers and things like that. But look at that, it's all chock-a-block full of roseberry willowherb. So the Ivan tea. That's just to protect that. And then there's a cherry tree over there. What little Harry. I could show you the clip of Harry. We just said, we've got which of these trees do you like? And he said, oh, I like the cherry the most. So I said, right, you decide where to plant them. So that's what he did, and then we built the hugel cultures around them to protect them. and called it cherry growth. At the moment there's the nettles. Nettles are a sign of nitrogen, and that's via our soil amendments, putting biochar in there. But you can at this stage of the year you can collect the seeds, and they give you a proper boost of energy, because everything that seed needs to blow out of the ground and get that seed started is in that little green thing. So that's what it does. It gives you. It's chock-a-block full of minerals. And anyway, I'll do a proper survey. You know, obviously there's lots of things that have got craft use as well. So this is off Wynn's Willow, and Wynn, she learnt how to weave baskets off the basket maker for the Queen. How about that? So it's not only the things off her, we've got access to someone with that skill that has been forgotten as well. So do you want to end this one? Oh look, yeah, so this is the only surviving. When we do the Ark video, you'll see that we put up a shed load of bloody bird boxes and all that, but so we'll have to put them higher up. The only reason that this has survived, because we did have the wildlife pond there, but I just said to Gina then, we're going to dig a big chock off one there. So all you have to say is peace. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Peace!
Hey!